So do you know how many days are left in 2019? Today's September 25th when I'm recording this, so that would give us 96 days left in 2019. I'm curious actually what comes up when you say that, when I say that if you're like, oh boy, a lot of stuff has happened in 2019. Some of it really great. And then there might be a few things where you're like, maybe didn't make the best choices, or I didn't do everything I wanted to, or I wasn't really sure if those were really the right calls, whether it was around jobs or relationships or family or whatever it is. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today is just reminding you that you still actually have 96 days left in the year. And when I say that, when stuff comes up for you around what happened so far in 2019, how can you actually start to shift your mindset out of looking back at everything that has happened, which, by the way, is behind you. You can't change it. You can't fix it. You can't actually go back in time. So if you can't go back in time travel not really invented yet, right? What can you do to help yourself now about things from the past? How can you help yourself from things in the past of 2019 to get to the end of this year? So I want to talk to you about a couple strategies that you can really start to bring in for yourself. And they're so simple. They're really, really simple ones. And I know I need reminders on the simplest things pretty much all the time. And the biggest one for myself, when I realized there was only 100 days left in 2019, the first one for me to remember was actually my intention for 2019. So some of you, I know, they're like your vision board people who go out there, you have intentions, you set themes for your year. To go back and remind yourself and remember what it is you set for yourself in January. My intention for 2019 was to rise up. And let me tell you, this has been a tough year for me too. There's been a lot of big challenges on every level, on every aspect of my life. And when I go back and I look at what my intention was, I'm like, oh yeah, Nicole, you can do this. It's actually an intention that reminds me that I'm really tough and that I can handle whatever challenge comes my way, and that I can actually keep rising up through the end of 2019 because I'm pretty much positive that the last 96 days of the year are going to include additional shifts and changes that I can't even expect or predict. And so my goal is not to be like, oh man, I can't change it. My goal is to be in my intention again and to rise myself up back into really what my theme was for the year. So for you right now, can you remember what your intention was? And then can you return to what your intention was and to go from there? And the other practice is really a simple appreciation practice for everything that you have gone through. So if you had a lot of challenges this year, can you actually appreciate yourself for having gone through it? Can you actually appreciate yourself for whatever it is that has happened in this year that has been tough or has required you to do, have tenacity or resilience or faith or something other than you may have wanted to feel in the moment, and to appreciate yourself? So you could just be like, wow, I did a really good job. It could be a good job appreciation. It could be a general appreciation. It could be a gratitude practice. But I find the word appreciate really helps me. It's like, oh, okay, I can appreciate myself for everything that I've done, who I've been, how I've shown up, what I've tried to do with myself in my life this year. And when I appreciate everything that's happened from the year, it actually, for me, releases that intense charge of feeling like there's a what if or a mistake or a choice I made that I would make differently. And then I can instead appreciate myself for the choices that I did make. And then the lessons that I learned from any choices that I made. And then allowing myself to get back into my intention to rise up. And then actually now head into the rest of the year clear. Right? It's so important to do this for ourselves over and over again. Appreciate what it is that you did. Appreciate all the challenges. And then to remember your intention again and to head into the rest of the year with a powerful intention that's really going to support you as we move into this transitional fall season. The fall equinox was this week. And then to really head into the rest of the year with the holidays and just all the things that come up when we're wrapping up a year. And so to do that with personal power and integrity and resilience as we go into the end of the year. And Coco here is waving her little paw to be like, yes, me too. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll be back next week.